You can become isolated. It's very easy, but in most cases is not a good thing.
We've been out many times. MJ's had to go to admitted care or one of these emergency places.
Jason's 17. I want to be around as long as I possibly can for that kid.
If you want to put your relationship to the test, go RVing together. So you might have been watching a lot of videos talking about RVers quitting, full-time RVers quitting, just RVers in general quitting. There's a variety of different reasons why that has happened. But in this video, we want to address some things that could be potentially a problem. It could ruin your RVing dreams, or if you're an RVer, just ruin your RVing experience. So one of the big reasons why people start RVing is they have that sense of adventure. It kind of keeps you young. You'll see a lot of RVers, they tend to be a little bit older, although it is getting younger, but you don't see many like teens and 20-year-olds RVing. It's usually at minimum 30s, 40s are considered young.
So you get an RV for many people for adventure. So the first thing that we do and we encourage everybody to do is just get out there and try new things. Intellectually stimulate yourself, I guess, go to new places, try things that you haven't done before, like boondocking. That's something when we first started, we never boondocked. And now it's something we love to do. We actually do it even more than we actually do non-boondocking camping. There's so many opportunities out there to be spontaneous. And as Izzy said, a lot of people out there are older. I'm 50, Izzy's a couple years younger than me, but I love seeing older people out there doing things. Like I say, wow, in 20 years, that's going to be us. We're going to be out there living our life and loving it.
Getting out of your comfort zone. Some of the best ideas, I know I talk a lot of times when I'll go out for a walk or go outside by myself, I'll come back with some new ideas and I'll tell MJ, oh, when I was walking, I was outside, I thought of this. You'd be surprised, just kind of quieting yourself down, leaving the earbuds out, how much things come to you, how much those problems that you didn't have an answer for, a lot of times those answers will just pop up when you're out walking. Now, this one's going to ring true for people that are couples that travel together. We've talked about in other videos, we've been married for 12 years?
Together
for over 15 years. Yeah. That's a little bit of time. If you want to put your relationship to the test, go RVing together. If you have any strains in your relationship, it's like that crack will continue to open. So working on your relationship, being able to communicate and just get along together in those stressful times. And believe me, we've had many stressful times, both in life and especially in the RV.
Right. Especially like, for example, this one, I'm going to give you an example and we're going to get a little personal here and Izzy may not like this, but he didn't know I was going to do this. For example, this morning, I could tell it's a very rainy day out. It's horrible out today. So we're not really getting off the RV much. We're going to try. I could see he was tense. I said, instead of getting mad, I said to him, hun, tell me what's bothering you. I can tell you're upset about something. And he said, I don't like being cooped up in here.
Doing nothing.
And not being able to get outside. So then we talked about it instead of it erupting into a fight, which in the past it may have, we were able to kind of talk through it and then, and then it was fine. So along those lines, I want to take a moment and just kind of shift into a little something deeply personal for me. So I have been on a therapeutic journey for 30 years now, guys. And I started going when I was in my 20s because I was really struggling with some things in my life. It's been life-changing for me. I still see someone weekly, once a week, and it's really just opened my life up. So it's really been life-changing for me and it's helped me navigate so many of life's challenges much, much easier. Mental health is crucial, especially when you're on the road, full-time, part-time, weekend warrior, whatever. You're in a different situation which can present different challenges. Our sponsor today, BetterHelp, is a platform that I actually really wish I knew about 30 years ago when I started my therapeutic journey. It connects you with a licensed therapist in a way that fits the freedom of the RV lifestyle. You don't have to worry about finding a therapist near you, as BetterHelp allows you to communicate via text, call, video chat, wherever you are. Starting, it can be scary. I remember in my 20s it was, but BetterHelp makes the process super simple. So you just click on the link in our description, betterhelp.com/endlessrving, to sign up and fill out a questionnaire. And they will assess your needs, match it with a suitable therapist, and in most cases, it'll be done within 48 hours or less. And this is going to help you get 10% off your first month. You can schedule sessions at your convenience, and if you don't mesh well with your therapist, switching is super easy and there's no extra costs involved. We spend so much time, guys, ensuring that our RVs are in tip-top shape. We have to do the same for ourselves and for our minds. Over 4 million people have taken the leap with BetterHelp. They have over 300,000 reviews. People are taking steps to a happier and more fulfilling life. If you're struggling with anything, guys, and we all do every day, consider online therapy with BetterHelp. You can click the link in the description. As we said, it's betterhelp.com/endlessrving. You can get started. A huge thanks to BetterHelp for sponsoring our video today, supporting our journey both on the road and inside. Another really important area, guys, is social wellness. So social is really important for RVers, especially those that are on the road full time. Again, in under 2 years, we're probably going to be on the road most times, so we'll have even more of a feel for this. But even part-time, when you're out there RVing a lot, you can become isolated. It's very easy to become isolated, which in most cases is not a good thing. You really can not be in a good place from that. So making a real attempt to make friends, going to meetups or rallies or, shows. We have made so many friends in the RV community, the RV YouTube community, so many different ones that we're so close with to this day, that we travel with and that we really cherish.
And that's one of the great things about RVing, is that you can be alone when you want to be alone. You can meet up with friends, travel with friends. And also, if you have family that's spread around the country, you don't have to take a flight. Go and visit them if they want you to visit them. You could hang out and set up in their driveway, which is an awesome thing. So those are really cool things that RVing allows you to do. Take advantage of it.
The next one is an area that, if you know us, we're extremely passionate about, and that is physical wellness, eating and working out. Working out is a very important part of our lives when we're on the RV and also when we're at home. It's definitely just kind of something that we do.
It's part of the day.
Right.
While you're out on the RV, it can be maybe difficult, or thought of as difficult at times, because it's really not that difficult. There's a lot of different opportunities out there. We're at a campground right now. I'm looking at a playground. And there's so much opportunity in that playground just to get a workout. There's bars there. You can walk around. If you're a runner, you can go out and run. A lot of people are big on the e-bikes now. Take your e-bike out, go out and ride. Memberships to gyms have never been easier. I know Platinum Fitness is a popular one for RVers because it's $20 a month for their Black plan that allows you to bring one person, so you and a guest, unlimited visits, and most of them are open 24/5, and then 2 days they have limited hours, but they're all around the country. And what's awesome about Planet Fitness, and this is not sponsored by Planet Fitness, is that they're almost always in huge parking lots, so you're able to park, you have plenty of room for your RV.
If you've watched our vlogs, guys, many times we're hopping to different Planet Fitnesses around the areas that we're traveling. It's so easy to just go get a good workout. We bring Jason with us, let him work out too.
Gets used to shower.
Yeah, exactly. Save water on your RV.
Then a couple other things that we carry in our RV. Sometimes weight is a limit. I carry 2 adjustable dumbbells. They can go from 50 pounds up to 80 pounds depending on what you have. I also have a little package that I carry with a board and some bands. And again, body weight exercise. You can go on YouTube. There's so much you can do. You just gotta do it.
And be creative. So like we've had the bands and stuff, and we used them on trees on our campsites and come up with all different things. It's just to get moving. Anything you can do, even if you're restricted because of health reasons or whatever, even just simply walking or e-biking, something to keep you moving and active.
And the reason why we say this is that, a lot of people wait a long time to get into this lifestyle. And the last thing that you want is you get into this lifestyle and now you're limited because of mobility or because of your health. And a lot of those things, fortunately, are preventable. Taking care of yourself when you're younger and as you're getting older allows you to enjoy yourself in your golden years.
And also, guys, we just mentioned food a little bit. Like for us, if you watch us, we go to Shady Maple, the largest
We go there like once a year.
buffet in the country and things like that. And we do go out to eat occasionally, but when we do go out, in most cases, we're trying to make good choices for ourselves. Just because Jason's 17, I want to be around as long as I possibly can for that kid. And we see constantly on a daily basis in RV groups where somebody has lost their significant other to a heart attack or something like that. Is heartbreaking. It is really heartbreaking. So at least for us, we try to do as much as we can so that we can be around to enjoy this for as long as possible.
It's such a wonderful day out. It's pouring rain, but this is part of RVing. That's why we're standing under the awning. So the next thing we want to quickly touch upon is being financially prepared to RV. And a lot of people think that RVing is this affordable, cheap way of living, and it really isn't. We're going to be doing a video coming up in the very near future. I don't know if it's out before this video comes out, we'll link it above, about how much it actually costs just to keep this motorhome on the road for 23. Your mind's going to be blown about how much it costs. So it can get very expensive. Make sure you're financially capable of being out on the road, right? Like having income coming in, whether you have a pension or you're currently working remotely or you're doing subcontracting work, whatever, that you have enough income coming in. Also that you have that emergency fund because things do go wrong and it's very expensive to get these things repaired. Now, if you're a DIY person, that's great. But there's going to be some things that you can't fix. Everybody can't fix everything. So you have to be able to have that a little bit emergency fund so if something goes wrong, you're not tapped out.
Before we get to the last one, this next one, guys, is extremely critical. We can't stress it enough. And I should know because I've probably used more of it than most people I know, and that's medical insurance.
Medical care is extremely expensive in the United States. It's something that if you don't have medical insurance, it could bankrupt you, depending on what kind of service you need. We've been out many times. MJ's had to go to a Medicare or one of these emergency places, and that's not even like a big deal. But imagine if you have a hospital stay for some big reason. I mean, you could be easily hundreds of thousands of dollars very quickly. Depending on what your situation is, you may have medical insurance through your work. It might be from retired military, pension. We don't have that issue. We have medical insurance, so we're very blessed for that. But there's some RVers out there that don't. But there are opportunities out there and there are resources. Now, we're not too familiar with this, but we have been reading some. Two big ones that are known are the RV Insurance Exchange, that's specifically for RVers. And then Escapees RV Club has a whole video talking about medical insurance for RVers. So we're going to put those links down below. What we want to say, it's really important, guys. You have to have some kind of medical insurance if you're out on the road.
Right. Put in the comments below, guys. What do you do for medical? Do you have other plans that you use or something that might be able to help other people? This last one is extremely important. They're all important. That's why we touched on all of them. But this is something near and dear to my heart. And this is just spiritual wellness and being grateful and being in a good place spiritually, because this is a wonderful life, no matter how much you do it, how little you do it. And a lot of people out there, you know, a lot of times will find the negative in life. And to me, it's like, try to find the positive. This is an enjoyable thing that we're doing.
It's a luxury.
Right.
When you think about in the big scope of the world, having the ability to live in your RV is a luxury. Some people don't even have running water.
Right. And just showing gratitude a little bit every day for something. Like one thing that I do, and tell me if you do this too, whenever I get stuck in traffic, and just believe me, it drives me nuts, but I always try to say to myself, okay, there's a reason. It's not coincidence. There's a reason I'm here. Maybe it's going to avoid my getting involved in a car accident because I was held up for 3 extra minutes or something. So I always try to kind of turn things to a more positive spin, and then I feel better that way.
Meditating, if you're involved in a church, volunteer work, missionary, there's all types of ways out there. Put in the comments below, how do you keep spiritually exercised, I'd like to say, to keep it simple. Put that in the comments below. So if you made it to the end, guys, we're going to ask you in the comments below, put some of the things that you do to help you while you're RVing. Not only for us, but for other RVers, because we can't cover everything on a 10-minute video. We want to know it, and so do other RVers. And if you like videos like this, to the left of us, we'll put our RV Newbies playlist, and we'll put our RV Vlogs playlist. And for myself and MJ, it's a journey of a lifetime, and we'll see you on the road.